Welcome in to the New Year edition of the NYMD podcast with your host Kevin Hurt and the 4.0 parent Brian Sherrard.
Yeah. Thank you, Hurt. Thank you.
4.0, man. How you feeling?
It's feeling pretty good, man. I'm glad, man. That was cool, man.
Yeah, that awesome.
Was some good news, man. First semester, man.
Dude, that's great.
Doing it all right, so I'm proud of her.
Yep, she must get it from her mom.
Yes, definitely.
But no, congratulations on that.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We got a lot of stuff. Get into the new year. How was your new year?
It was pretty cool, man. It's the past couple of New Year's been quiet. Okay. So we were trying to figure out, all right, anywhere to go, maybe watch some fireworks anywhere, but it was just a little bit too far away to do the whole fireworks things, and we don't go downtown. Leslie don't want to go downtown no more, pretty much. So we decided.
It's a lot of cars and everything.
Yeah. So basically, what we did is we just decided to stay home, and we just had a family game night, and we watched a movie. It was funny. Last year, we stayed here and we watched the movie up into the new year, and it was the saddest movie. I think I told you this because we were just looking for something to watch. Yeah. So have you ever seen Hachi, A Dog's Tale?
No.
Okay.
I would never watch that anymore.
Okay. So he was like, this seems like a nice little family movie. Let's just put this on. Dude, by the end of that movie, I think I told you this. I turned and looked at Les. She was crying. I turned and looked at Nene. She was crying. I had tears coming out my eyes. Leslie was like, what movie is this? Why did you decide to put this movie in on New Year's? Like, what were you thinking? I was like, I didn't know.
Did you never read the description on it?
It was a dog movie.
So it was like Old Yeller or something, right?
Yeah, but
Sounder was a dog movie.
But it was like, I can't explain it, Joe. I cannot explain it, man. But unless you got some tissues, don't watch this movie. Anyway, we decided to watch. We played some games and we watched the movie, right, leading up to the new year. And nobody has seen E.T. Like, my kids have never seen E.T. before.
Yeah, you got to think, that was 83, right?
I know, but they still seen some 80s movies.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they've seen Back to the Future 48,215 times.
Of course. And they seen like Star Wars and stuff. They've seen some stuff from the 80s.
Everybody should see. I mean, Star Wars is a given, I think. I think everybody's kids by a certain age has seen Star Wars.
That's true. So anyway,
forced to watch it.
So anyway, nobody seen E.T. It was on demand. It was like, let's watch E.T. So, anyway.
Oh, good. At least nobody was crying at the end of that. And now he's back. It's got commercials.
Yeah, man. I love that commercial, man. Oh, my gosh. But yeah, it was just a chill time at home, man. And it was cool, man. So.
Cool. Good.
What about you, man? How was your New Year's?
It was good. We were out, went over a friend's house.
All right.
We had the grandson. He was with us.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And we were just chilling. It was good. I was in the house. One dude in there. It was an African family, so he came over. He's a Ravens fan, and his girlfriend's a Patriots fan. Oh, yeah. So it's
Is that a house divided?
Well, yeah, usually during the year when they play each other. Because she wanted to go to the game against Washington. Okay. And I'm like, I'm not going.
Yeah.
A, I don't want to see us get destroyed.
Right.
B, I just hate that stadium.
Yeah.
I protested. I hate that stadium.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to go. But yeah, they're having a year that they're having. So when he's like, hey, man, I wanted you to come to some of the games. I'm like, yeah, well, no. I was like, I'd go with my boy if I'm going, which would be you. I'm not going. I don't know how other people, you're not like most fans, not like the dude who was yelling on the light rail that one day who I wanted to fight. So you're actually like a gracious host. You don't rub anything in, or anything like that. So I could go with you. I don't trust other people.
Okay.
So I would never like next year. I do want to go to the game against Washington and the game against the Chiefs.
Yeah, yo.
So that's that. Yeah, I would definitely go.
Yeah, because we both like Pat Mahomes.
Oh yeah. So who doesn't like future Hall of Fame Pat Mahomes?
Yeah. I mean, if it wasn't for Lamar, of course, man. I love Pat Mahomes, man.
Yeah, I still love Lamar. Yeah. I mean, because I mean, we're going to predict the playoffs soon, but they could be playing each other again one day. So we'll see.
But I can't wait to see that dude in person, though, man. I can't wait. When I found out he was coming, that's why I immediately texted you. I was like, "We going? I don't care when it is. We going to that game."
Yeah, but, that's going to be a Monday or Sunday night game.
Yeah, actually, you know what? That is going to be a prime time. Yeah, forget about that.
Just hope they don't do it on a Thursday.
Yeah. Anyway, man. Well, we're going to welcome in this new year. And I'm sure you haven't heard this one, with 2020 vision for the NY to ND podcast. Yeah.
Yep, I think I said it on the last podcast.
Oh, okay.
That's where I could be at. Which, by the way, you can find on Apple, on Google, Spotify. We're everywhere on iTunes, on Spreaker and Stitcher apps. We're on iHeartRadio. Also, under NYMD Podcast. And you can follow us on Facebook, on the Twitter machine, on IG, and you can subscribe to us on YouTube. Yeah. So we're everywhere for 2020. More content, more interviews, more fun B-sides, everything. But, of course, today is going to be heavy on NFL. And, of course, we had the passing of three sports related people this week, which is crazy because we're in the 4th day of the year.
Yeah, man. So,
but the one, I mean, not putting one over the other, unfortunately, they were all big to, the people and the families and stuff. But we're talking about Donald Stern. Sorry about that. Somebody still has not learned to turn their phone off.
Gosh.
These kids these days.
Good gracious.
Donald Stern, Sam Weiss, and Don Larson.
Yeah.
Mr. Perfect. All passed away this week. But Donald Stern, by far, he was commissioner of the NBA for 30 years.
Wow.
From 84 to 2014. So he just retired recently. And the NBA wouldn't be where it is without him today. So having him pass away, and really just so recently since Adam Silver took over. And Donald Stern's also friends with Gary Bettman, the commissioner of NHL, who also worked for the NBA for something. Before even Donald Stern took over, Gary Bettman was working in the NBA offices. So yeah, it's remember, because again, we were young when Magic and Bird started playing, because he took over after they were there. Mm-hmm. I think everybody kind of feels like he was there before, but he was in the offices, but he wasn't running. He wasn't a commissioner. Like I said, he became commissioner in '84, but they took the league from being on tape delay. The finals were on tape delay.
I never even realized that, man. That's crazy.
And made it a primetime thing. When he was there, I believe from the time he left, the NBA office had 25 employees. Till when he left in 2014, it was 700.
Wow.
It went from $1 million business to a multi-billion-dollar business. Because you got to think how global, totally global.
Yeah.
I was listening to an interview, I forgot who it was, where he was speaking to a foreign market somewhere in Argentina. And he said, you can play the rights for the whole season for like $2,000 back in the 80s. Which, $2,000 no matter what, it wasn't a lot for a station. And they would play and broadcast the games. And they were saying they interviewed Manu Ginobili one day. And they were saying, the only reason I got into, because growing up in Argentina, we had soccer. And he said when I was old enough, we eventually got to watch basketball. And that's when I fell in love with the sport. I would see people like Jordan and Magic and Bird, and it made me want to play basketball. And you got to think of how international the sport is today. And that's because all the broadcasting rights to China, to Europe, and just Africa, just around Australia, the whole world. The NBA, out of all the sports, is the most global.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Besides soccer.
And baseball.
Yeah, well, baseball's there, but you don't really have baseball like Australian baseball.
Yeah, but it is. Actually, no. Baseball's big in Australia. Orioles even have a minor leaguer from Australia.
Yeah, but like Luke Longley, like there's a whole bunch of Aussies that played in the NBA, and also it's big in Europe. Baseball's not huge in Europe, but NBA is the most global brand.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Yeah, that everybody has. So he took it from a local market being on tape delay to a live NBA Finals to where we are now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, without him, just the business model that he put in place to make the NBA succeed was just huge.
Yeah.
So,
and then these players have him to thank, man, for their salaries because it's such a global sport. I mean, these players are making crazy money just in the past couple of years. This past decade, man, the salaries have skyrocketed because of these global markets, like you said, man. And he's the one commissioner that actually lived up to his name, man. Stern, because that dude did not play.
No.
One of the things I remember him for was instituting the dress code. Mm-hmm. And remember how people hated that, man.
Yeah, people like, you're keeping people down, like your expression.
Yeah.
Well, look at how they dress now. By the way,
and that's the thing.
I almost wish they went back to that.
Yeah.
Even though what they're wearing now is within dress code, it's just a tad more flamboyant. I almost missed the sweatsuits.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Because I'm like, what is... remember when Dwayne Wade came in with that suit, that short suit?
Dude, whatever, I remember that. Like, come on, man. Whatever. Yeah, but it's cool. But it's kind of cool because now these players are kind of flipping the script, man. They kind of use it as like marketing, man. Like these fat, like, you know what I mean? Like, look at Westbrook.
Like, what are you wearing? Yeah, Westbrook.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, man, I think it's kind of cool. But no, David Stern, man, you actually saw how he grew his league, man. And when you think of sports commissioners, man, he's the one you think of like, yeah, that was the most powerful dude right there. You know what I mean? So yeah, much props to David
Stern.
Yeah,
that dude. I think I was listening to Stephen A. And just because he's an NBA reporter. And he was like, did he live up to his reputation? He's like, you have no idea how I've been undressed by this dude. He would pull me aside. Yes. He's like, it's like in a respectful manner.
Yeah.
Like he would never disrespect anybody. But if he thought I was saying something wrong or he disagreed with something, he would take me aside and just go at it. And
wow.
He's like, but I respected him for it. And he respected how, people saw things. But if he thought you were wrong, he'll tell you. And you got to appreciate somebody being honest and everything.
Yeah.
So I think the only thing he tried besides that didn't work was like I said, the new NBA basketball.
Oh yeah.
But
and I also like how he fixed the draft for the Knicks so that they got Patrick Ewing. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
And how many championships did that work out for the Knicks, by the way? So he did do the Chris Paul didn't go to the Lakers trade.
Yes,
because I think wasn't he the league needed an owner for New Orleans or something, and he didn't.
It was something like that, man. And I still don't. I got to go back and really see how that went down. But yeah, I think they were in transition. Yeah, the NBA would like owned it. Because there was no owner at the time, and they were. So you pretty much had to make a deal with the NBA or something like that. But yeah, that was something a little shady with that, though. But
but the thing is, he didn't let him go to the Lakers, which would usually be like good because we don't want the Lakers being this dominant team.
Right.
And then it's funny, like years after that, all these dudes started coming together and make dominant teams.
That's right. These super teams and stuff. Yeah.
So R.I.P. to Donald Stern. Sam Weiss, I think my biggest memory of Sam Weiss, former football coach for the Cincinnati Bengals, was. I think during a game between them and Cleveland, I believe it was Cleveland, people were throwing things onto the field.
Okay.
And he got on the microphone and he said, we need to calm down. We're from Cincinnati. We don't do stuff like they do in Cleveland.
Oh, smack. Wow.
I loved it. I love trash talking, rivalries, things like that. But yeah, that was, and he took him to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was about to say so.
Shuffle. He had Icky.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Boomer.
Yeah, Boomer.
Boy, Boomer. He had Terp.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of those situations. And Mr. Perfect, Don Larson, the only man to throw a perfect game in the World Series.
Yeah, I mean it's cool if you're the only person in the history of the sport to do something. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, unless you're Jameis Winston.
Yeah. And he was actually an Oriole. That's how he got his start. Yeah, so he got his start. He was really a St. Louis Brown who became the Orioles in 1954, and they traded him to the Yankees. So yeah, he was originally an Oriole. Yep.
Cool. I did not know that.
Yep.
Unknown fact.
Yep.
So yeah, the Browns did because the original Orioles moved and became the Yankees, right? Or
the New York Highlanders, I believe.
Okay.
is back in the day. This was, I believe, it was in the 1890s. The Baltimore Orioles became the New York Highlanders, who eventually became the Yankees, if memory serves me correct.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I feel. What was I going to say? So let's move on to the NFL, because this is a big week this week. Besides bowl week, because we're going to get into. Did we talk about the college football playoffs? We didn't talk about.
No, we did not talk about.
So we'll get to that later, because college football is better than pro football. But let's go back to our week 17 picks, where I went out on the limb, took some chances, and got destroyed. Mm-hmm. And you were Don Larson that week. You were perfect.
Yeah. Hey, it's about time.
Your first winning week.
Yeah, man.
Week 17.
Loved it.
So congratulations on that.
Yeah.
Philly at the Giants. I had the Giants winning. You had Philly. Philly won that game. It was close in the first half, man. I was like, they're not going to let this game go. But luckily, Philly came through, and I ended up in, of course, by them winning, they won the division.
Yep.
And they host a playoff game against Seattle tomorrow.
Yep.
Tennessee at Houston. I had Houston. I did not know they were going to rest their quarterback.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But they weren't going to lose their playoff spot.
Yeah.
So, in a way, that made sense.
Yeah, I mean, they were going to be number 4 regardless, so.
Yeah, so Tennessee ended up winning that game. And, of course, by them winning, they ended up getting the 6th seed, and they traveled to New England, and they played today.
Yep.
San Francisco, Seattle. I picked Seattle, and they were at the 1-yard line. They got a penalty. They could have if they handed that ball off to Marshawn Lynch, and they were actually at the 1-yard line.
Oh my gosh, yo! But wasn't that crazy though? Seeing Marshawn,
yes, and the place went nuts.
Yeah,
I was kind of hyped up.
Yeah, especially when he got that touchdown.
Yeah,
yo, that was like
they threw Skittles out there and everything, man. It was cool seeing him out there.
That was pretty cool,
and
man.
he's still hard to tackle.
Yeah, yo, like
it still takes like 5 or 6 dudes to tackle that dude.
And the crazy thing, like, it's not like he's been playing for different teams. Like, this dude was literally off the street, man, and for him to contribute, man, it's pretty cool, man. So, as a matter of fact, that's one of the reasons why I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow, is actually to see Marshawn play. So.
Yeah, against that Philly defense.
Yeah.
At home. Let's see how the weather's going to be. It's been raining in the East Coast a little bit, so we'll see how it's going to be tomorrow. Washington was at Dallas. We both picked Dallas.
Yes.
Washington got utterly humiliated and ended up, not firing their interim coach. He just let go. And we'll talk about that later. Pittsburgh at Baltimore. I picked Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And but then again, they were on their 5th string quarterback.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
And Connor wasn't playing. Was Juju playing?
Juju was playing.
He was playing. Okay.
Yeah. So Duck Hodges did play. Connor did not play, like you said. Yeah. Here's the thing about that game. You know, all season have not been confident with my Ravens picks. Mm-hmm. Like, you've been better at them than me. This one, I was so confident in. I was like, A, they're at home. B, their backups. Our backups are better than theirs. Because they've been
way better than their 3rd string.
Yeah, because they've been essentially playing with backups this whole season.
But do you think Pittsburgh? Yeah, I mean they have
on offense.
Yeah, but I knew they would try to fight hard. But Duck.
Nah, man. Nah. That's what you call a lame duck. That's what you call a lame duck right there.
So, that did work out well. Baltimore ended up winning that game. Yeah. So, but let's do this wild card picks. So, today...
Well, real quick, before we get to our picks, New England lost to Miami.
Oh, man. Yeah. You know what? We should have had that up there.
Yeah.
So, let's rewind. Miami on the road at New England, week 17. Chiefs were at home, right?
Huh?
Were the Chiefs at home?
Yeah, the Chiefs were at home.
Chiefs are at home playing...
Raiders, I believe.
The Raiders. Or one of those West Coast teams.
Were they playing
No, I think they're playing the Broncos.
Broncos. Yep.
Excuse me. They were playing the Broncos.
No. The Broncos were playing the Raiders.
Yes, so they were
who
probably...
the Chiefs playing?
They were playing Chargers. LA.
Yes.
Yes, because that may be Phillip Rivers' last game. So, yes they were playing the Chargers.
That's right.
So, if they played the Chargers in LA, it was a home game for the Chiefs. If they played the Chargers in Kansas City, it would have been a home game for the Chiefs. So, wherever they played in LA, it would have been a home game for the
Chiefs.
So, the Chiefs ended up winning that game. New England had to win their game to keep their bye.
Right.
And Fitz freaking magic came through and booyah.
Man.
I mean, think about it. They were down 24-21.
Yeah.
In the fourth quarter with 2-3 minutes left, and Fitzmagic drove the team down the field.
Yeah, man.
And scored and took the lead, and they won the game. And guess who doesn't have a bye? Who's playing today? They haven't played on this wild card weekend in 10 years.
Yeah.
2009 was the last time.
I remember that game fondly.
You would. I'm sure you would. Because they ended up losing that game to... Oh, man. That's it was a purple team. Vikings?
Yeah, it was definitely a purple team.
Vikings. No, they're in different
They're in the NFC here. Come on.
Oh, my bad. That would be the Ravens.
Yeah, and you know what was great about that game?
But the Ravens won, obviously.
Yeah, but the first play... Ray Rice, 83-yard touchdown, I believe.
Oh, okay.
That was the game where Ray Rice went off on New England. They could not stop our running game all day. Willis ran it. LeBron McClain, Ray Rice. That game, Flacco only threw 9 passes. He was kind of hurt too, but I think he only threw 10 passes. He was 4 for 10 that game for 30 yards. But we didn't need to, man, because they could not stop the run.
Yeah. I mean, if you can run.
Yep. And then they won that game, and then the Ravens played Indianapolis in the divisional round. Me, my sister, and my uncle, and my brother went to that game, and wasn't so successful. But
at least that wasn't the year where you had a bye week and had a parade. That still was it was Steve McNair, and you lost at home.
Oh, yeah. That was 2006. Well, really, the playoffs was in 2007 that year.
Dude, I will never forget that.
I remember
in the history of life. Because that was one of the... It was weird. Why would they give them a parade?
Yeah, I remember you were saying that.
Playoffs?
But wasn't that in Harford County or something like that?
It doesn't matter what county it was in. The fact that they gave them some kind of hey, you made the playoffs parade, and they end up losing that first game.
Yeah.
And I think it was to the Colts, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the Colts.
It was so weird.
And you know what hurt about that game, Hurt? The Colts scored 14 points, 15 points, man. They kicked 5 field goals. Yeah. We kept Peyton Manning out the end zone, man, and we had no offense. None.
Yeah. Man, they had that. Didn't they have that liquored up kicker, or did they have Vinatieri back then? It was Vinatieri, right?
I don't think it was Vinatieri.
But Vinatieri was on New England.
Yeah, he was still on England.
So maybe they had that liquored up kicker back in the day.
Maybe, man. I forgot his name.
Remember that? Peyton's
I remember that
kicker. That dude was so... I never seen Peyton as angry at anything than he was at Vanderjagt.
Yeah, Vanderjagt, there we go. Yeah, but the way he did it was just so slick, though. He got a liquored up kicker. I was like, look at Peyton clapping back, snapping back.
Oh God. Oh, you gotta love it.
Yeah, but anyway, man.
But New England's playing today at Tennessee, man.
Love it. Yeah, so let's now get into these picks, man. Who do you like, man? Because I've been going back and forth, man. Let's start with the first game.
Yeah, well, is that Houston and Buffalo? So Buffalo travels to Houston. Buffalo surprise team.
Yes.
Making the playoffs. What are they, 10-6?
Both teams are 10-6.
Both 10-6. Deshaun did take the week off last week. They have a game time decision with JJ, but I think he's going to play.
Oh, okay.
He's coming back early from that pec injury he had.
Yeah.
So that's going to be, the Houston crowd's going to go crazy.
Yeah.
This is going to be a tricky game for me. Buffalo still has a good defense. They have a good running game. They have a running quarterback. Houston, though, and this is on O'Brien. They have to win this game. If they lose this game, I feel like would have to lose his job.
Yeah,
because I feel like they failed in places where they shouldn't have.
Yes,
and this team has plateaued to a certain point, and you have to get past Wildcard Weekend. Yeah. Next week is a crapshoot. You can go to the Chiefs. No one's going to expect you to win that game. And you're gonna play Baltimore, and no one's gonna expect you to win that game. So you can kind of play loose, but you have to get past Buffalo. Yeah, and I think it's gonna be a tight game, but I'm gonna pick Houston in this one. But it's gonna be close.
Yeah. Here's what I think is gonna happen. You're right. Bill O'Brien in the playoffs, I think, is 1-3. Seems like last year he lost to the Colts, and if you remember that Colts game. Like, they did nothing. They got like a last...
ugly.
Yeah, and they scored like a last-second touchdown or something to make it look somewhat respectable. It was like 21-7. But the Colts dominated that game.
Yeah,
I mean...
Total. I think we were talking about it, was like in shock.
Yeah.
Looking at that game, seeing like, did Houston even show up?
Right. And
that's what I'm afraid of. Like, are they going to show up today?
So here's the thing. I think they're going to have a lot of energy. They're home.
And JJ, I think, makes a difference.
Yeah, but I don't really think... See, I don't think JJ's going to make a difference.
Emotionally.
Yeah, emotionally.
Emotionally.
Right.
Because we don't know how he's going to be able to actually handle tackling somebody. Because he hasn't had any physicality since he got hurt.
Yeah.
But just seeing him come out, that community loves him. His teammates love him. He's such a big emotional factor.
Yeah.
So that could help actually get him charged up. Because they didn't play with any emotion in that last playoff game.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm going to go Buffalo in this one.
Okay.
I'm only going because of because of defense. Houston's defense is not that good. Yeah, J.J. Watt could give him a boost, but even if he comes back, I don't know how much of a factor he's going to be just because of the layoff. But Houston's defense is not really that intimidating. I think they're like 27th in pass and like 10th in rush defense. I think Buffalo's going to be able to score against them. Mm-hmm. And I think Buffalo's defense is going to make it hard for Houston to score, even though they're at home. I think it's going to be a close game, but I'm going to say Buffalo's going to pull this out 24-20.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
So I got Houston. You have circle the wagons for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
All right. So the late game today is Tennessee traveling to New England.
All right.
Now, this is a lot of people's upset special.
Yes.
Of the weekend. Tennessee, running game. Your boy Tannehill. I think your favorite quarterback right now playing in the playoffs. I think if you ranked him as your favorite quarterback, probably third. So it'd probably be Lamar. It would be Lamar, Patrick, and then probably Tannehill.
Probably, man.
Derrick Henry. Traveling up to New England where we know they have no offense.
Right.
Edelman's a bit banged up, but I'm sure he's going to play.
Yeah.
Man, I cannot pick Tennessee.
Wow.
I can't. I want to, but I cannot. I can't. I've been picking these New England games right all season. I picked Kansas City going to beat them. I picked, I might have even picked Houston. I'm not sure. But I've been picking them right. I definitely wouldn't pick them to lose to Miami. But we didn't pick that game. New England at home in the playoffs, even though it's Wildcard Weekend, all they really need to do is try to stop Derrick Henry. Even though Brown, their rookie wide receiver, has come through. He's had some big games. But the guy who you told me earlier that could win Defensive Player of the Year, if he could stop him or hold him down a little bit, it'd help. I can't do, and what could be Brady's last season in New England because his contract's coming up.
Yeah,
I gotta pick New England.
I've been back and forth on this one,
and it even shouldn't be this tough. It usually is, but then again, they usually not play this weekend either.
Yeah, but I was actually going to go Tennessee, but something you said just stuck out with me, and I thought about this again. Tennessee's defense isn't that tough. And because New England's at home, I think New England's going to be able to score on them. At first, here's what I was thinking. I'm thinking New England is not going to be able to stop Derrick Henry. Because although their defense has been great, they're a little bit suspect against the run. And Derrick Henry is doing his thing right now, man. He just came off a game where he had career high in touchdowns. I think he had like 3 touchdowns, and he had a career high in yards with like 200 plus. So I don't think the defense is necessarily going to shut the Titans down, but I don't think the Titans defense is going to be able to shut out Brady, man. I think New England's going to run on them a little bit. I think New England's going to score. I think it's going to be a close game. You know what? Honestly, I think it's going to be a lot like this past Dolphins game, where it might come down to the last drive. I think because Tennessee's defense isn't really like a top rated defense, I think New England's going to be able to score. And because they're at home, I'm going to give them the edge, man. So I'm going to go with New England.
Yeah, and I just watched this Tom Brady hype up video on Instagram just now. We were talking. And as he said in here, it's too late to be scared. They're ready. I think they're ready. He's out there. He's got Lions running in the background, and he's going to get all these players fired up. I think they're going to win this one home. Now, I don't think they're going to the Super Bowl, but I think they're going to win this one at home.
Wait, man, I have a really problem with you right now.
What?
You follow Tom Brady on Instagram?
It's for the show, not me personally.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
This is our IG page where I follow sports people.
Okay, I
also have to follow, unfortunately, a team in Texas that I don't like.
No,
because that's what you do as all around sports person. Yes, that you
follow. He got Mufasa up in there. I love that.
Yeah, the dudes. Look, they got the herd ready. He's ready. Tom's ready, man. You hunt. Yeah, this is hunting season for Tom.
All right, Tom. Right? Yeah, he's ready.
Right, he's ready. So if TB12's ready, New England's ready, brother. Right. So I'm picking New England.
All right.
Can't believe you're coming at. I don't follow him personally.
Okay, I was just following this dude for.
I would follow his diet plan. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so tomorrow, please tell me the Minnesota New Orleans game is not the early game.
I don't know.
All right, so the early game has to be Seattle and Philadelphia because that's the one no one wants to watch. So, Seattle at Philadelphia. You picked the NFC ones first. So, who you got in Seattle and Philly?
I think a lot of people are saying Seattle, but I'm going with Philly, man. I mean, I know Philly's a little banged up right now, but so is Seattle, man. They have no run game right now. They have to fly all the way across the country to the East Coast to play the Eagles. Carson Wentz, man, this is his moment right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been waiting for this. He's been knocked out of the playoffs the last two seasons, and this is what he's been waiting for. This is his moment to shine. He has a home playoff game. He wants to perform. Yeah, he doesn't have Deshaun Jackson or Nelson Aguilar or any other wide receiver. It seems like he doesn't have. But you know what?
Freddie Mitchell.
Oh, Zach Ertz is out.
Oh, yeah. Is he a game time decision? Or
no, I think he's not playing. I don't think he's playing.
Because last time he had was a bruised rib or
yeah, I thought he had a fractured rib. Yeah. But anyway, he's going to show out tomorrow, man. He wants to win this game, and you better believe he's going to do everything in his power that he can to win it. I mean, don't get me wrong, Seattle, you can never ever count out Russell Wilson, never. But I'm going with the home team, man.
I'm going with Seattle.
Wow.
I'm going with Seattle because they have the better quarterback. They have a better team. They just got they signed to. I didn't even see Turbin in that game.
I didn't either. I just saw Homer. Some dude named Homer.
Yeah. He actually ran okay. Like you said, Philadelphia has no receivers. They have Dallas Goedert at tight, now Dallas Goedert has been pretty good. I know I picked him up at one of my fantasy teams.
Seattle's pass defense stinks, though.
Yeah, but who is he passing to? That's the whole thing.
He'll find something.
Yeah, wow. And again, I know they're playing at home. That crowd's going to be fired up. Seattle has played some hard games. Seattle's offense always looks jacked up recently. Yeah. But Russell Wilson doesn't lose in this weekend. And Philadelphia does. And I know in these games, the weird thing is the better team loses. Again, go back to New Orleans, traveling to that 7-9 Seattle team. And it was the Beastquake game.
Yeah.
I just think Seattle's too good. I'm picking Seattle.
All right. Nah, I don't see it at all, but okay.
I mean, I just feel like they're a better team. And they have been during the season. Yeah. And Philly is what? What are they? 9-7?
9-7. Yep.
Yeah. So
and Seattle's
even though, like I said, the
5.
record doesn't matter when it comes to playoffs.
Yeah, and the crazy. And to your point,
everybody's 0-0.
And to your point, Seattle's had a way better road record this year.
Yes.
Because I think they're like 4-3 or 4-4 at home this year. I mean, it's something crazy. Well, 5-3 at home, but they're really good on the road this year. So, all right, man, let's do this last game.
We have Soda at New Orleans. Two dome teams. So the last time these two teams were in the playoffs, we know how that worked out.
Yeah.
We had the Minnesota Miracle.
Yes.
Guess what?
What?
You go first. Who you got?
Come on, man. Don't do this to me. I know. Look, if history has taught me anything, right? And like I said, you brought me over to this side.
It's taught you history.
If history has taught me anything, Captain Kirk Cousins doesn't show up in big games, man. Sorry. Look, Kirk, I believed in you, man. I was on your side for a while, man, but you gotta show me something, man. And you mean to tell me Kirk Cousins is going to go into the Superdome and beat Drew Brees? No, it ain't happening. It's not happening, man. It's not happening.
So you're picking New Orleans,
of course.
All right. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I thought long and hard about.
Come on, man.
There's two dome teams, man. Minnesota, Mike Zimmer, good defense. People want to sit here and hype up New Orleans. Drew Brees got all these records. This is a setup game.
No, it's not.
This is a setup game. Dalvin Cook, keep the ball. If you get that running game going against New Orleans, if they can do that, they control the clock, keep Drew Brees on the sideline, keep Michael Thomas on the sideline. They can win this game, but they won't.
Okay, dude, I was about to say.
I'm picking New Orleans at home against Minnesota, but I still think it's going to be pretty close. If Minnesota can control, they just have to get that running game. You can't like we discussed, you can't lean on Kurt to just win the game on his own. But if they get that play action pass going, if Dalvin's running well, if he stays healthy during this game and they can get that running game going, it could go either way, or at least be closer than what we think. But I think it's going to be an entertaining game, but I think New Orleans is going to win.
Yeah, that's the game. I think that's the game I'm looking forward to most, actually.
I am too, because
both these NFC games really are the ones I'm looking to the most.
Well, actually, that Philadelphia-Seattle one I think is going to be boring.
I don't
think
know.
Honestly, I hate to say it, I think most of these games are going to be
Tennessee and New England.
Yeah, Buffalo and Houston may actually be entertaining because there may be points.
Yeah. Maybe.
So I don't know. And my issue is being an NFC guy, AFC games are always so boring to me for some reason. And no, it's out of habit. Not saying that's always it, but I like teams like Houston. And look, this is why I like the Chiefs. They score.
You know what I mean? Like you like watching I know you don't like the Ravens, but you know
I love Lamar this season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or just even watching them.
But I don't watch them though. I don't watch them. I'm sorry.
You don't watch any of the primetime games? Like when you don't watch the Jackson 5 game, man?
I don't watch the... Now, they've had some really good celebrations this year. The Ravens have. But I really haven't sat there and really watched a full... Honestly, not even going to lie. I haven't really watched too many full games, period. It has nothing to do with Baltimore or not. I'm a red zone guy.
Yeah, I got you. Speaking of celebrations, man, talk about the best celebrations. The Seattle Seahawks wide receivers, man, this year had the best celebrations. Did you see when they did like the NSYNC, bye, and then they did New Edition? Did you see the New Edition?
I saw the New Edition one,
dude. And the thing is, like when I saw them, I knew exactly what they were. Like, oh, they rocking the New Edition, and they watching the bye. Yo, that was so cool, man. And they were all in sync. No pun intended.
I saw what you did there.
And they really were when they did it. But anyway, all right, man. So we'll see. I think it's going to be an entertaining weekend, but I'm definitely looking forward to the NFC. I'm watching the AFC only because I want to know who the Ravens are going to play, and I will not know that until about 11:30 this evening. So, and I don't even know who I want to play. I keep going back and forth, but let me ask you this, and we'll talk about this next week. Who do you think would be the easiest team for the Ravens to play?
No one. I mean, who's the lowest seed? Buffalo?
It's either going to be Buffalo, Houston, or Tennessee.
Yeah, I think the easiest team out of those, honestly, the easiest team for them to play, which may sound weird, would be Houston.
I think so too.
I just feel like they match up better against Houston because Houston doesn't have a defense.
Right.
in Tennessee with Derrick Henry can kind of keep you off the field. Not saying their quarterback's dynamic, but they have weapons.
Yeah.
I just, even though you have, again, if Fuller is healthy, that whole offense is different.
Yeah, he scares me. Yeah.
So, that whole offense is different. So, yes, and by the way, I think the Ravens are the only ones that have a kicker who celebrates.
Yeah. Well, you know what happened on that play when he was dancing?
Mm-hmm. You don't even know what dance that is, do you?
No.
That's the Bob by the baby.
I had no idea.
Exactly. Yep. You didn't know. But Justin Tucker knew. So the fact that he knew that, and he was doing the Bop by the Baby, which, by the way, is one of my favorite songs right now.
Oh, okay.
I gotta give him credit for that.
I don't even know who the baby is, man.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Wait, pull up the Seattle wide receiver celebrations, man.
Yeah, well, this was on here. I'm not gonna go follow that.
No, but can you just pull it up?
No, I'm busy. We're doing a show.
Oh, are you serious? All right, man.
I'll try to find it.
All right, man. Let's talk about Black Monday. Black Sunday. Black Sunday to Thursday. Good Lord, man.
Well, we expected this to happen, didn't we?
We expected it, but we didn't expect this to be like a week-long event. Good Lord. But the very first one, man.
Right after the game.
You know what? If you can't take the heat, Hurt,
get out the kitchens.
You got to get out kitchens, man. Good gracious. They didn't waste no time. Yeah, but I know I keep bringing this up, but I got to. I was done with Freddie Kitchens with the whole Myles Garrett thing, man.
Dude, you were yelling, man.
Yes.
Yeah, you were really you want him to go then. But you were in love with this team.
Yes,
before the season.
as we'll see a little bit later. But my whole thing was that was the moment that I knew for sure that he had absolutely no control over this team, man. And it was a mess. It was a mess. Did you see, I think it was on my Instagram feed, Bleacher Report put something out that the Cleveland OC before games. Huh?
You were on Instagram?
What about Instagram?
You were on Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I didn't even know. It's like once every 3 months.
But see, the thing is, I don't know how to use it. I just have it to follow people because I don't know how to use it. But but the OC for the Cleveland Browns before games, right, will be talking to coaches, talking about how much of a mess the Cleveland team was. So, how you going to air out your issues to other coaches before games? That's crazy. That whole thing was a mess.
And then the stupid T-shirts and like Pittsburgh, he was immature.
Started,
but I had to blame. Again, you had to blame the GM and ownership for putting someone who wasn't ready into that whole position. That shouldn't have happened. Now, anytime you do New Edition, as we're watching the Seahawks dance, you do a New Edition dance, it should be number one of all time, period. Now, look at Russell. Russell didn't even know what it was, probably. It's New Edition.
Right. But no, that was awesome. But no, man, that was definitely the correct move. The only thing about this move
was Is It Really Love? Why did I feel this way, by the way?
Huh? That was Is It Really Love, right?
Yeah. Which, that's one of my favorite videos.
Yeah.
Is it really love?
Yeah, that was, because remember the video they went were they in the gym or something like that?
They were in the studio practicing.
Yeah.
And that whole thing.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah. Man, let me tell you something.
Heartbreak.
Old school New Edition, man. If you ever want like a pick-me-up, or you need to get in a happy mood, just punch in some of them old school New Edition, man. It'll perk you right up.
Some Belle Biv DeVoe.
What?
Or some Belle Biv DeVoe.
Nah, New Edition, man.
I said no. Or you could do just any.
No, I'm talking specifically Candy Rain.
Put in some Ralph Tresvant. Huh? Put in some Johnny Gill. Put in some Bobby Brown. It's still my favorite song of his is the one he did for Ghostbusters. I don't care what anybody says. Forget My Prerogative.
On Our Own.
On Our Own is the best.
Wow.
We got Vigo, the master evil. Try to battle my boys. That's not legal. You know it.
Wow, this really... I did not see the NY to MD podcast bringing up Ghostbusters too, man. It. Wow.
So anyway, let's go back to Freddie Kitchens. This is what happens during the show.
I know. I love it, man. But no, this whole Freddie Kitchens thing is messing me up, man, because now they're going after my dude, Greg Roman, man. They were in Baltimore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were in Baltimore on Tuesday to interview him.
Well, no, I think they want to interview Josh McDaniel.
Right? Yes.
Who else? Your defensive coordinator.
Right.
I think they have a bunch of other interviews.
Oh, yeah. Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah.
But he might just be...
he's not the... Is he the OC?
Yeah, he's the OC
for
KC.
Kansas City.
But I
former Colorado Buffalo running back
okay.
Eric Bieniemy.
And, I hope he's really getting some legit interest and it's just in the Rooney Rule type of thing. But
well, Washington was interested in him as well before they made their...
Oh, okay.
But I think they actually... We'll get into that in a second.
Right. All right, so who else?
So Kitchens is gone. Mm-hmm. So that was Sunday.
Yeah.
He started it off. Monday was... What can I think? Well, we had people that were actually staying that I was kind of shocked.
Shermer, he's gone. And why?
Yeah, and then why? Which I wasn't shocked by that, but because I think they had 9 wins in 2 seasons.
And they're interviewing my guy, Wink Martindale. They requested to interview him, so. But yeah, actually, who else? Well, Anthony Lynn stayed, which I'm glad. Doug Marrone, he stayed.
Yeah, that's what I was shocked. I was really shocked that they kept him and the GM down there in Jacksonville and giving him another season. Now I know now Tom Coughlin's gone.
Yeah, which really tells you
they set the clocks back to the correct time.
Yeah. Now if you're 15 minutes early, you're early.
But they were doing that garbage with the whole finding people for non-voluntary. They want to call it voluntary stuff.
Yeah,
it was just a lot of garbage, man.
Yeah, so this just tells me he was such an overbearing person. Mm-hmm. He really wasn't allowing Doug Marrone to actually create the culture he wants. You know what I'm saying? It was the Coughlin culture.
Yeah.
And it's just too much. This is a different age. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he won those Super Bowls over 10 years ago, man. And those were veteran-laden teams. You know what I mean? You might be able to get away with that with those type of teams. When you have a young team like this, nah, man, this is 2020, man.
Yeah, when you coach, you get outdated.
Yeah,
and he's one of those outdated.
Yeah, man. His time.
He's a bad coach,
right?
But yeah, your message doesn't come across the same.
Yeah, and I think what probably did too was the whole Jalen Ramsey thing. From an outsider's perspective, we were probably like, man, he just wants to get paid, And it seems like, from what I remember, the owner. Your boy Khan was really trying to keep him. I remember he had meetings with him, but Jalen just wasn't having it. No. And
because Coughlin, I'm sure a big part of that was just Coughlin.
And I think even Jalen tweeted out when he got fired. I think he said something like "told you so" or something like that. Yeah. But when you have like the NFL Players Association talking about don't go to Jacksonville,
you gotta get rid of that.
Yeah,
you can't because you gotta sign free agents.
Yeah.
So, but Dan Quinn stayed, but they improved as that season went along. When they moved Raheem Morris to, I think he was just, I forgot what he was coaching, but they moved him to like cornerback coach and defensive line. That defense improved.
Yeah,
they dropped like 8 to 10 points a game after he took over, and they had a winning record for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think they were 5-2 in their last 7 games.
Yeah, and that defense got, because remember they surprised. I think who did they beat that we were shocked at?
They beat St. Louis. I mean, they beat New Orleans. They're in New Orleans, I believe.
Yeah, but that defense was on point.
Yeah, man.
So I think they're looking at it thinking that they can keep Dan Quinn. Keep Morris, they can keep him, and they can come in with like some momentum for next season.
Yeah, and I think it says a lot too that your players don't quit on you because they really have nothing to play for.
But that's what I was talking to your boy about, Dan, and I think I might text Rudy. I think they got the right guy.
Oh yeah, no, Brian Flores, he's legit.
I think they got the right.
He's legit because he, you can tell, nah, man, I'm not having this. And I think he really got the respect of his players. He was animated. He's animated on the sidelines, man. And I have a lot of respect for Flores, man, because after watching that game, I can't remember if I was texting you or texting Rudy, but they were playing with dudes like Van Ginkel, Beatman. Like, who are these dudes? Patrick Laird at running back, like. They have I don't want to say no talent, but very little talent on that team. And for them to win 5 games, think about this. Remember, they started the season like, 0-6, 0-7?
Oh, in life.
Yeah. And they wound up winning 5 games. And look at who they beat. They beat, 2 playoff games? They beat the Patriots. They beat the Eagles. You know what I mean? They beat some.
And they lost to us for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
I don't know how that. But think about where they started because we were there,
right,
to where they finished.
yeah.
So, I think I was like I said, I was talking to Dan. I'm like, I think you got the right guy.
Yeah, let me ask you this real quick, and I don't want to turn this into Dolphins talk.
Oh, why not?
But I was thinking they have 3 first-round draft picks, right? Mm-hmm. They still have Fitzgerald for another year.
Yeah, I'm keeping him.
Yeah, well, right.
I'm keeping him.
Well, they're going to have to keep him anyway because if they draft a quarterback, you will want. He's the perfect bridge. You know what I'm saying? But then I got to thinking, should they?
Oh, by the way, Fitzpatrick, shout out to him, the first guy to beat the Patriots with the Bills, the Jets, and the Dolphins.
Wow! That is funny.
Good job,
Every division.
Yes,
that's awesome. But should Miami maybe hold off on QB?
Yes.
And just stock up with talent with those first 3 picks?
You build your team from the inside out. And if they can use one of their draft picks to get a quarterback later, maybe take a flyer on somebody in the 3rd, 4th round. I'm not drafting Tua. I'm not drafting Haybear or Herbert. Sorry, I like saying Haybear, but Herbert for some reason. I'm not drafting anybody at that number 5 pick. I'm drafting a player. Yeah. Offensive line, defense, whatever you need. You draft that. Do not go after a quarterback right now. You don't need to. Because honestly, I feel like the division, once Brady leaves, whenever that'll happen, it could be sooner rather than later.
Well, and
you're building a foundation. Build that foundation for the future. Yeah. There's no reason to go and rush and just panic a quarterback in at 5. You don't need to.
Yeah, I've been thinking, all right, so we're on the same page.
Definitely.
I think they should build up their team. Because I'm with you on Tua. After that hip, it wasn't really so much the ankle injuries, but after that hip, dude, there's no way I'm drafting that dude. Or if I am, I'm not picking them with the fifth.
And then to me, none of the other dudes deserve to be up that high either.
Right.
So I'm not drafting Herbert. I'm not drafting those other guys. Because Burrow's going to go 1.
Right.
Then after that is whoever.
But if I'm the Dolphins and I get an early 2nd round draft pick, if Herbert's still there, I'll take a shot on him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you wait to that round.
Right.
Or you could trade back.
Right.
You get more draft picks and you could just build your team. And I think that's what he's doing.
Okay.
Dolphins talk.
There you go, Rudy and Dan.
Yes, we'll tell you to tune in around this time of the podcast. So, who else was gone?
Man.
I know, it's like for some reason I'm having a blank. I feel like it was more...
Jason Garrett, they're going to let his contract expire.
Sorry. Cowboys.
Notice we didn't lead off with that.
As every other network.
Right. Gosh. But Jerry...
I forgot also, real quick, the Giants. Former Green Bay coach McCarthy also was going in for interviews.
Yeah, so that's right. Yeah, he's doing interviews too. I think he also interviewed with Cleveland.
He did
too.
Yeah, so he's also out there.
Okay, real quick, what do you think would be the best fit for him?
I think he would be. Actually, I think he would do well with the Giants. You got a young quarterback. He had a young quarterback, a guy named Aaron Rodgers, that he kind of molded and groomed. It depends, or he could be okay in Cleveland.
I think. See, that's why I think he would be.
I think he should go somewhere that has a quarterback that could be on the way up.
Yeah, and that's why I think the Browns probably the best fit for him. And I don't think they would run all over him.
Discipline.
Yeah, they need somebody to kick him in the butt, man.
Yeah, I think the guy Washington guy would have been perfect for the Browns. But
speaking of Washington,
speaking of culture changes,
happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes. Because we are actually going to give thanks today to a man who I don't like, whom I was shocked did all this. Speaking of getting rid of people, Bruce Allen,
wow, after
10 seasons with the team, is gone as president of football operations. He's done with the whole organization. There was actually after the Dallas game, they actually pass each other in the hallway and they don't speak to each other or acknowledge each other.
Oh, dang.
So I'm sure that happened before the game, but
it
is what it is. And they hired the new coach,
the gambler,
Ron Rivera.
Yeah, man.
Ron.
So I gotta know
who I now follow on Instagram and Twitter, who changed his colors to burgundy and gold on his Twitter, and hired Jack Del Rio.
Oh, nice move.
Defensive coordinator.
Nice move.
And now they don't have a GM. They hired the coach, but and this is quoting Ron Rivera. He said he had a meeting with Dan Snyder. Dan Snyder said, this is going to be a coach-oriented team. I looked at the landscape of the NFL, and we have to change things around here. And that's why Ron was like, I'm not here for the money. I had other opportunities.
Oh, he did say that?
Yeah. But he said, but when Dan came to me and said that this is going to be a coach-oriented team.
Oh, that's what Dan said?
Yeah.
Oh.
To him. And he's like, not an owner-oriented, not, a president-oriented. This is going to center around coach. And he's like, well, I wanted to be a player-oriented organization, but he said, I see what you're going with this. And I don't mind being here, and I want to take part in that. That shocked the heck out of me. That shocked it's like, this is what happened. So your estranged girlfriend that you really were about to leave, like you're just sitting there like, you know what, this is over. I can't really deal with her anymore. She's just, she called you up. She texted you, hey, what you up to? You're like, I'm not into it. So you text back. You're just like, hey, how's everything going?
No, was there another girl on the side?
So, no.
Okay.
No other girl. You're just solo right now. You're just solo.
Okay,
There's never, there's no other girl. Because
I was hoping there was space. I was hoping maybe there was another girl right down the street that was on the on the side.
No, not Carolina. Carolina's too far.
Likes purple a little bit.
No, Vikings are way too far. So Minnesota's way too far. So no, it was like, let me talk to her. All right. And you just have a nice phone conversation, and you kind of, you don't want to get your hope up, but she's kind of changed her tune a little bit. Like, she feels she may be focused back on the people who made this organization what it was, and that's the fans. That's the people. That's you.
So it was like she called you up and was like, you know what? When we were together, I messed up. About me. It was all about me. But you know what? I want to make this. I want to try this again and make this about you. Make this
about you. Make this about us. Make this about our foundation.
Yeah.
I actually, mind you, I did not watch not one of Jay Gruden's press conferences. I
watched more Jay Gruden press conferences than you did.
Dude, I couldn't stand him. I couldn't stand him.
First of all, they sucked, by the way. They were so boring, dude. He looked like he were...
The only thing he did during those press conferences was just say, whoa, Robert. That's all he said was Robert. No, just Robert isn't available.
Oh, man.
Robert. I couldn't... Ron Rivera... And just look at his time with Carolina. Mm-hmm. And I know people want to point out he's there 9 seasons. They had 3 winning seasons, I believe. That division is always up and down. All those teams are crazy. And I know it revolved around Cam. He took that team to a Super Bowl. They were 15-1, I believe, that season.
Yep.
Went to the Super Bowl, played New England?
Denver,
thank you. There's the Denver one, which I keep forgetting.
Von Miller.
Von Miller
fumble.
Yeah, fumble. And... he took that team, but he was a leader. The culture in Washington was freaking-horrendous.
And real quick, just to know how much love and respect they had for Ron Rivera, they let this dude have a press conference after they let him go.
Yes.
So that tells you that...
At Carolina.
Right. So that tells you right there...
the level of respect.
Yes.
So having this dude come into a place that has been run amok by... the owner, and basically the owner telling you, I'm not saying if it's true or not, if he's going to actually do it,
right,
but saying, I'm going to get out of the way, and I want this centered around the picks that you have and what you want to do with this organization, and he trusts him, and they're going to get a GM that's going to work, and everybody's going to be in decision making and not one man trying to make a decision. Listen. That's good. I mean, that's good for the organization. We'll see how it works out from here.
I heard, man, Bruce Allen was really hamstringing the coaches, man. Like, I heard he had authority on challenges and stuff like that, which is crazy, man.
That was, you remember I had a problem with Dan Snyder since the Vinny Serrato days.
Yeah.
Because Vinny was a yes guy. Okay, which I still don't know why Vinny even has a freaking radio program.
I listen to it every day. He hates Dan Snyder.
Well, yeah, because he fired him.
Well,
what happened? He loved him before him because he was a yes guy.
Vinny said what happened is they brought in he was on the search committee to get Shanahan, and Shanahan wanted power with personnel and stuff, so that's why they let Vinny Serrato go.
Yeah, well, he needed to go anyway, but that was the right move at that point in time. But Shanahan was Shanahan, and then you brought in Robert. Then you got it's just all. That's all a mess. It was a whole mess. Now we'll see what happens. If he doesn't interfere with the coaches, if he doesn't go and tell Dwayne not to go in for a game because he's hurt, whatever, if he stays out, if he is the non-Jerry Jones version of Washington, this team will succeed. So we'll see.
Yeah, man.
All right, we talked way too much about them because they are a 3-11 team. And welcome to Washington, to our number 2 pick. And you know who that's going to be?
Chase Young.
I mean, he had a Redskins jersey on when he was a kid, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That's
so
pretty
we'll
cool,
see.
man.
All right, let's go to college football.
Yeah.
College football playoffs last week. Of course, I had all those right because I know college football.
Well, we both did.
Well, you just listened to what I was telling you.
Dude, we both
I'm
did.
joking with you. I'm joking with you. But that Clemson-Ohio State game, again.
Did they get screwed, Ohio State?
That was, you know what? I forgot about this call because I was watching, was it not the Orange Bowl, the Rose Bowl. And the refs had a horrible call for pass interference in that game that cost Wisconsin. And I would have lost my mind. So I kind of forgot what the call was in the Clemson. It was the challenges, right?
Well, the one I remember is the call where there was a fumble. Okay, the Clemson player looks like he had possession of the ball.
Oh, it was a catch and fumble.
Yeah.
It was. If you do it in real time, I don't think that one is controversial. I think it was another one. I kind of feel like he didn't have possession. Like I could see that one, but some of those they just totally miss. But they're not the only ones. Again, like I said, watching the Rose Bowl. Wisconsin got jobbed on that call. It was just a bad call, calling pass interference on that. But Clemson won. I still don't like Sunshine running that much.
Dude, he runs a lot, man. He had that one 60-yard run though.
Yeah, well, he was gone. He did score that touchdown, but he didn't run like this last year.
This may be, and I'm not trying to be funny, and maybe I'm the only dude that thinks this. But is Trevor Lawrence really as good as everybody thinks he is?
No, I think so, yeah.
I think he might be a little overrated, man.
Why do you say that?
He's a winner.
Yeah. He hasn't lost a game yet.
Yeah, he's mobile, he's big. I don't think his arm strength
his arm talent isn't what you think it is?
Yeah.
Oh, that arm talent. He's
going to be the number one pick next
defense.
Year. Yeah.
He played a good defense, but again, this is the same dude who lit up Alabama last year. So Trevor Lawrence, I believe, is the real deal. I'm barring anything when he comes out next year.
Is he a can't miss prospect?
Yeah, I think he's a can't miss dude. I think he's that dude, man.
So he will be going to the Redskins next year. Awesome. I'm
First
joking.
of all,
that was a joke. I'm just joking. The
He'll
Chargers.
Be a Dolphin. We talked about him so much, I had to put him back down there.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, Clemson beat OSU, and LSU, of course, handled the Big 12 representative who seems to be in this game and never should be, Oklahoma. Yeah. And I think we need to ban Oklahoma or the Big 12, period, from any further college football playoff games.
That was disgraceful, man.
Their defense is disgraceful. Man. That was sad. Dude had 7. Not one, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. 7 touchdowns
and a half.
In the first half of a game. Man, dude.
Come on, man.
Dog. So, in 2 weeks, on the 13th of Monday, we have Clemson and LSU, and we'll break that game down then.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to that game, man.
Oh, that's going to be tremendous.
I think it's really going to be
I'm an ACC
game.
guy. You know, I represent the ACC, but I picked LSU to win the whole thing, and I hope LSU wins the whole thing. I feel that they have an overall better team.
Why do you want them to win the whole thing?
I just like the story.
Okay. Your boy Ed, too. You went to boy Ed.
We got down in the Bayou. They're playing at home, too. They're playing in New Orleans.
Oh, really? It's in New Orleans?
Yeah. It's at the Sugar Bowl. And, even though Clemson's going to be, it's going to be orange on one side, purple on the other. I love it. I just wish they both would wear their purple jerseys.
I really like that. Orange on one side, purple on the other. Wow.
You like orange?
Really?
What team you like that's orange?
Really hurt.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the team that's going to win the AL East next season? Yeah, let's go O's.
Yeah, the AL East #1 draft pick. Yeah, we're gonna suck this year. But anyway,
so that we'll break down that game next week.
All right, cool, man.
We have a lot of time to break down that game next week. But at least next week we'll have our playoff predictions and our matchups for the second round of the playoffs and see who will be playing the local team, the Ravens, at home.
Can't wait.
So, of course, thank you, everybody, for following us. We're on, of course, iTunes. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio Podcasts, also on Spreaker and Stitcher apps. You can download us at NYMD Podcast. We're on YouTube, where you can subscribe to us, and we appreciate it. We're on IG, on Facebook, and on the Twitter at NYMD Podcast. And we'll see you on the B-side. Welcome into the B-side of the NYMD Podcast. Kevin Hurt, Brian Sherrod here, 2020. Hope everybody's doing well. We got a little bit of entertainment, but we got to discuss our predictions from earlier in the year, which we did pretty well with, though.
Yeah, not too bad, I guess.
We did good.
Yeah.
We did good.
So before the NFL season, we gave our predictions for division winners, wild card playoff teams, Super Bowl winners. Actually, did we give Super Bowl winners?
Yes.
Okay.
We did. Because I picked Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you picked the Chiefs, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. But anyway, we'll get into all that. We'll get into the award winners we picked, and also talk about who we think is going to actually win the awards.
You don't care about the award winners.
Yeah, we do.
I don't.
Of course you don't.
I don't care about NFL awards at all.
I do. Anyway.
That makes one of us.
All right. Well, let's just recap. Let's see how close we were, Hurt.
We were close.
You were really good.
Well, what? I had, 4 out of 6 in each conference?
Yeah. That's not bad. So let's see. AFC. You picked
division winners.
You picked Pittsburgh in the north. No. Cleveland in the north. Mm-hmm. New England in the east. Houston in the south. KC in the west. Not bad.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 there.
And I was the same, but instead of Cleveland, I picked Pittsburgh. Yep. So we had those same division winners. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, wild cards. Let's see. You had Jacksonville and Baltimore as the wild cards.
Yes, sir.
So, not bad. Baltimore's in the playoffs.
4 out of 6.
Yeah. I had Cleveland and the Chargers, man.
So you didn't even pick your own team.
No, man. I thought...
You'd be ashamed of yourself.
I know, man. I had... My team won the division last year. I didn't even pick them to go to the playoffs. I think it was just the unknown with Lamar I was worried about. But
I knew they would be good enough to make the play. I didn't think they'd be as good as they are.
Yeah.
But
nobody did. Except for my boy Adam Lefko. Shout out to the Lefko podcast.
Yeah, I didn't know their offense would be this dynamic. I just had a feeling that they were going to be better.
Yeah,
they and they're number 1 seed in the AFC, so they really had a good year.
Yeah, John Harbaugh, man, he told us in training camp they were going to revolutionize offense, and people laughed and was like, "Man, what's this dude talking about?" But
you have a running back at quarterback.
Yeah, oh yeah. And I love, Lamar started off the season, 5 touchdowns, not bad for a running back. I love that, man. Oh, I love that.
Did he? That was crazy.
Was it, man? had people leaving at halftime, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, he probably went out to tailgate because that was still a lot of fun.
Actually, oh man,
that's still a lot of fun. Can't wait to go back. Can't wait.
Man,
listen, I don't care who Miami plays next year. I'm going back to Miami.
Dude, let me tell you. Can you imagine how it's going to be Super Bowl, man? But then again, I don't know because it's not really going to be Miami fans tailgating. I don't think, but it's still probably going to be a party.
It's the Super Bowl. I don't even know how.
Yeah,
it's just everybody.
Yeah.
So, but we'll ask your sister since she's going.
Yeah, she done already got
her flight and everything.
Man, look, you know me, man. I get in.
But I'm the same way as you were. I would never. It would be one of those things where if Washington was in an NFC Championship game and they're like a 90-point favorite, I'd still probably wouldn't jinx it. Yeah. Then once they. Actually, I don't think I ever would want to go to the Super Bowl. There's just too many people for me.
Yeah.
Period, honestly. But I would like to be. I'm the type of person that I wish I could be in an area.
Yeah.
But then trying to get out and flights. And
yeah.
I would have to. Like, those are one of those things where I would probably go in like Sunday morning or Saturday. I would have to go on Saturday for the festivities.
Yeah.
But I'm staying there like Tuesday because I'm not dealing with all these people going.
You know what? That's probably the way to go. Go that morning.
Yeah.
Because you know the game's not going to happen until the evening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you're getting out of 12? You had to stay overnight.
Yeah.
But then everybody's probably leaving that Monday.
Yeah.
So I'd leave Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with all that. But all that means what? A lot of money.
Well, when the Redskins, play the Ravens in the Super Bowl a couple years from now,
They're going to play. It's the regular season and preseason. They ain't going to meet at the Super Bowl. Let me tell you, there'll be one team that may be there multiple times. That team will not be Washington.
I don't know, man. The gambler, man, you never know.
Listen, I think Riverboat Ron, if Snyder stays out of it and Rivera actually instills what he needs to instill, and because as we all see, that division's pretty open.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we don't know who Dallas is going to hire. We don't know who the Giants are going to hire. The Redskins have gotten their staff together, so we'll see.
All right.
But enough of that. So, who'd you got?
All right, NFC, real quick. Let's see who we had.
Well, we didn't do your...
Yeah, we did.
No.
Well, I had Jacksonville and Baltimore. I mean, Cleveland and... Yeah, I said that. I had Cleveland and the Chargers.
Yeah, it's because you had Pittsburgh. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, NFC. Go ahead.
NFC, division. Once again, you did pretty good, Hurt. I mean, this would have been perfect if it wasn't for a few inches...
Seattle. Damn Seattle.
Yeah.
They're on that 1 yard line. It's like they always have some kind of hiccup.
Yeah, man.
Because that was hand off the beast mode. That would have been the game.
Yeah.
That would have been the game. But they had a penalty, and they had to pass the ball. It took beast mode out of the game at that point.
Yeah.
So.
Green Bay in the north, Philly in the east, New Orleans in the south, and Seattle in the west, man. So close, Hurt. Me, on the other hand, I had Chicago in the north.
You love Maserati Mitch.
Man. Philly in the east, Carolina in the south, and I had the LA Rams in the west.
So you got 1 out of 4 now.
Yeah, man, I suck. Now, I did have New Orleans going to the playoffs in Dallas. You also
both had Dallas. I had Dallas.
And the LA Rams in the wild card.
Yeah, so I both got the wild card teams incorrect.
Yeah.
Which actually was Minnesota. They got in and we didn't. That neither one of us had. And who else was I missing? Did I have everybody else?
No. 49ers. Nobody.
49ers. Yeah,
nobody expected the 49ers.
They're number 1 seed. So
yep. So
congrats to them.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool. The number 1 seeds in both conferences were teams nobody expected. So that's pretty cool. Super Bowl picks. We both picked Kansas City for the AFC. We went a little bit differently, though, in the NFC. You went Green Bay.
I did, because it's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. And I went Saints. So I just felt like with the Saints, they got screwed the last 2. Well, not screwed, but they had very
definitely
bad.
Screwed last year.
Yeah, last year.
They were definitely screwed last year.
But the way they've exited both postseasons the past 2 seasons just like sucked, man. So I was just like, you know what? Hopefully the third time's the charm. So
yeah, and they would have to, after this week, they would have to go on the road.
Yes.
So
they got to go to Green Bay.
Well, yeah, and they could definitely beat Green Bay. Green Bay's not the same team, but
yeah,
still
but
going
on the
to
weather, though.
Lambeau. Yeah, if it's snowing,
it's a wrap.
New Orleans done.
Yeah,
they're done. But if it's nice weather, 50s, okay, you can get that offense running. Then then New Orleans definitely win that game. But we'll see. They got to get past Minnesota first.
Yeah, which they will do.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the awards. This was pretty interesting. For MVP, I like your pick here.
Who did I have again?
You had Drew Brees.
I did.
And honestly,
but he missed 5 games.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I think that if he didn't miss those games, all the records that he broke this season, I think he actually would be up there.
Yeah.
But I didn't see Lamar having a season, and he, to me, is the unquestioned MVP.
Yeah, nobody saw this coming from Lamar. Not even me.
Not even Keith Sweat.
But the crazy thing is, I had another AFC North player making MVP, Baker Mayfield. Man.
You loved some Baker.
Dude, I was all in on Cleveland. And to show you how much I was all in, if I had chose Lamar as my keeper in fantasy instead of Baker, things would have went a lot differently, I think, Hurt.
Nope. I think it went perfectly fine.
Yeah. Crazy.
Perfectly fine. But you know what I found out, too?
What's
you can't
that?
have a Baker in the kitchens. I think that's where the problem's
Dude, I never made that connection between their names, yo. Wow. No, you cannot.
Right here is where you get all the funny jokes.
Wow.
Podcast.
Wow. I love that, man.
You're welcome, America.
Well, it's funny you should say that because for my coach of the year, guess who I had?
You had Freddie Kitchens?
I had Freddie Kitchens.
Well, I had, who did I have?
You had Matt LaFleur.
Oh, yeah. Leskoska. Yes, I had LaFleur.
Who still could win. He's still in the running.
Number 2 seed. They have a guy. He got that team miraculously to the record that they have.
Yes.
Without all these, these injuries, no running game, a dysfunctional offense, a misfiring A-Raj, and they still got a number 2 seed. So
yeah, man, they are definitely. He's definitely in the running for coach of the year, man.
Is he going to get it? Probably not, because I think that's definitely going to your boy
Harbaugh?
San Francisco. No,
Shanahan.
Shanahan. I think Shanahan's going to get it.
Yeah,
but Harbaugh will probably be up. He's definitely going to be 1 or 2.
I think I told you Harbaugh should get it, but Shanahan's going to. And the only reason why I say Harbaugh should get it, and this isn't a bias, y'all. This isn't a bias, but I think for what John Harbaugh did, totally flipping the script. He totally took a team that was pedestrian, boring on offense and said, nah, man, we're going to build this around Lamar. We're going to revolutionize. He told us in spring, he said in training camp, we're going to revolutionize offense. And that's exactly what the Ravens did, man. Highest scoring team in the league. Completely balanced team. Ravens were the first team in 40 years to average 200 yards rushing the ball. But not only that, they throw the ball 200. I think they're like the only team to ever have at least 200 yards passing and rushing the ball. To average 200 yards
they're
passing.
the all-time leading the rushingest team in NFL history now.
Yeah.
So they have the most yards since some Patriots team in the 70s.
Yeah.
What the heck were they doing in the 70s?
I know, man.
Patriots.
But just look at their balance though. 200 passing, 200 running. It's and that's what makes the Ravens so good. You don't know what they're going to do, and because Lamar is so good passing the ball this year, it's just don't know. But anyway, offensive player of the year. We both picked running backs. We both picked NFC East running backs. You had Saquon. I had Zeke.
And both of us were wrong. Well, Saquon was hurt. Zeke played for Dallas.
Right.
So, but if we said McCaffrey, we'd definitely be in the running. Make the Pro Bowl in 2 different positions.
Yeah. But I don't think McCaffrey's winning it, though.
No, I don't think so either.
Your boy in New Orleans, Michael Thomas, is going to win this.
That dude how is he always open? Number 1, he doesn't drop a thing. And he stays healthy.
Yeah.
I think he's the only guy who, I believe, because I think he caught 100 out of wide receiver and caught like 50 in the slot.
Oh,
yeah. So he's like the only guy to have that kind of stat season where he had over 50 at each of those 2 positions. So he lines up everywhere.
Yeah.
And he's, like I said, he always catches the ball.
Yeah. He's amazing. And honestly, if it wasn't for Lamar, I may vote for him for MVP. And you know why?
They never give it to a receiver.
I know, but dude, he has more of an argument than any receiver because when Drew Brees was hurt, man, he still was lighting it up with Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, 5 games or 5.
Yeah, man. So that showed me a lot, man. And they won those 5 games, man, and he was still performing. He is amazing. And the other thing I like about Michael Thomas is my man got paid, and he was like, "This is why y'all paid me."
Yep.
He didn't. His game didn't suffer one bit, man.
It only got better. If that's possible.
Yep.
And I thank him for being on my team as well for fantasy.
Yeah, man. Defensive player of the year. We both picked Rams. Hurt.
Yep. Well, mine started off as a defense.
Yeah.
I picked Jalen Ramsey because I am a homer for Florida State, and I thought he was going to have a breakout year like he did a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But he just happened to be on a different team this time.
Yeah. I picked Aaron Donald, man, because the dude's won it, I think, the past couple of years, and he's just dominant, man. The interior lineman with 20 sacks, like, come on, that's unreal. The crazy thing is, well, not crazy thing, but the thing with your pick is I think a defensive back is going to get it. Corners are going to get it this year, and he's in New England. Stephon Gilmore, I think, is going to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I believe he's had a fabulous season, but that last game may cost him because Parker had 12 catches, over 100 yards.
Yeah, like 138 yards or something like that.
So again, he's been the dude all season because that defense has held that team together.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I totally agree with that though.
All right. Let's see. Offensive Rookie of the Year. We both picked the running back from Chicago. And that would be wrong. Yeah. David Montgomery were both of our picks, but there's no way he's winning that. Who do you think is going to win the Offensive Rookie of the Year?
I mean, I like your boy.
Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray. I did not expect him to have the season he had. At one point, he probably still does. He had more touchdown passes than Tom Brady.
Wow.
And he didn't have a ton of interceptions either.
Yeah.
Like he was, and he run. I think he hurt his hamstring a couple weeks ago.
The last
but
game.
Yeah, he surprised me with his accuracy and his toughness and everything. So I'm going to say Kyler Murray.
I'm going to say A.J. Brown in Tennessee.
That dude has been pulling.
Yeah.
This season.
Yes.
That's your boy Tannehill's number one dude, man.
Yeah, man. He also helped me out in fantasy, man. Yep. But ever since Tannehill got in the starting lineup, it's like his game just exploded. So we'll see. We'll see. Defensive Rookie of the Year. I think you were spot on. Spot on. And I still don't know why I didn't pick this guy, but Nick Bosa is who you picked.
Those Bosas, man.
Yeah, man.
Like I said when I said it back then, like this dude coming in from an injury, drafted to a West Coast team.
Yeah.
On a good team, but that dude's a monster.
He's a monster, man.
He's everything for that team. He really didn't even come out of any plays.
No.
Like he plays almost every snap for that team, and he's just dominant. Yeah,
man. He's so good that he's even in the running for Rookie of the Year. I mean, Defensive Player of the Year. So, you know what? Getting back to Defensive Player of the Year, you know who else had a great season, yo? Quietly had a great season. I don't think he's going to win it. But I believe he led the league in sacks this year. Staying in Arizona, Chandler Jones, man.
He had like 20?
Yeah, I think so.
When I was watching that one game and they were showing the stats, I was like, who, really? So I said, well, that's why they got rid of Suggs. They didn't need him. I was like, that makes sense to me. Man.
So, yeah, maybe he might win Rookie of the Year. I mean, Defensive Player of the Year. I don't know.
Yeah, he's had a good season.
Yeah. Had a good season. All right, lastly, that's everything. That's it. Those are all our awards right there. So, okay, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. My man Lamar, he made All-Pro team. Didn't get a vote by Bill Pulliam, but whatever.
Get over it.
Haters gonna hate, you know.
Bill Pulliam's old school. It's old school people.
Yeah, whatever.
He would still probably run the triple option if he was still around.
Yeah, but that means he should like Lamar because we run the triple option.
Yeah, that's true. But then again, he was he was with Peyton Manning, right? So
yeah,
then
I believe so. Yeah,
he went to the traditional quarterback stuff.
Yeah. Okay. What I heard is 2020, man. Brand new year.
Brand new decade.
Yeah, brand new decade. Any predictions off the top of your head for this year?
Yes. Bold predictions. Today, I'm predicting the Mets win the World Series.
Wow. Didn't see that one coming.
No, I didn't either. What do you got?
What do I have? Let's see. This is 2020. Let's see. What do I have? All right. As far as predictions for this year,
well, that's the only big one I have. Probably. I think what's that one? I think The Black Widow's gonna be a good movie.
Okay.
I have that.
Do you want my prediction for 2020 election?
No.
Okay.
We're not doing those. We don't do politics here, please.
All right.
None. Nada. Zip.
That's why I asked. One thing I do predict, and I
think Gracie's going to get some credits for the show.
Yeah.
She jingles in the background.
Yeah. One of my major predictions for this year is Simone Biles is going to dominate the Olympics.
I forgot the Olympics.
Yeah, in Tokyo this year.
Well, okay, my prediction, the U.S. women will win the gold medal.
For gymnastics? What are you talking about?
Soccer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but
well, I didn't know it was you. I didn't know what sport you were talking about.
Soccer.
Okay. Yeah, I think Simone Biles is going to dominate, have a couple. I mean, she's going to have golds. This year, I don't think Disney is going to be king of the box office like it was this past year.
But they usually are. But I think Black Widow's going to be good.
You know what? I didn't really care about Black Widow until I saw the trailer, and I was like, all right, this might be all right.
Yeah.
So
that's what they do. That's how they get you, man.
Let's see. My prediction, I don't think Disney Plus is going to be as good as people think it is.
Because it's better.
Well, people are already canceling their subscriptions because The Mandalorian's done.
Yeah, for right now.
Yeah. That's why they came out and announced, season 2 is coming out there later this year because, apparently.
Because Mandalorian's that great. But honestly, that's what I used to do with HBO and stuff.
Exactly.
I can't, but I paid for a whole year because it's cheaper.
Yeah, but now I do. I was like, her's right. Like, what's the point of, watching stuff I don't even really watch? So, but, so let's see. Simone Biles is going to tear it up.
True.
Disney Plus, not that it's going to be a bust, but it's not going to be as great as everyone thinks it is. Disney's not going to dominate the digital platforms and box office like it did last year.
They can take a year off. Yep.
Yeah.
Because they will end up ruling the world.
Yeah.
One day.
Here's my prediction. Tom Brady will not be on the Patriots this year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston will be starting for a team in the NFL next season.
Starting, yes. Tampa Bay.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, like Bruce Arians said, if we win with this one, we can win with anybody.
Wow.
So I was like, wow, that's a great indictment of the fact. Now, again, Jameis threw for 5,000 yards. He's one of 8 quarterbacks to do that. He's the only quarterback in the history of life to have a 30-touchdown season, which is like 33 or something, and a 30 interceptions. 30-30. Now, that's not like baseball where they had the 30-30. But it's still not a 30-30 you want.
Yeah. So, what else? Anything else? Any other predictions for this year?
No. Yeah, Jameis, can't believe that 30 for 30.
Well, I got one for you.
What about, what's going to be a lot of free? Oh, Cam. What do you think Cam's going to go?
Cam?
Yeah. I think they're going to start over in Carolina. I think he has a year left, though. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know what his contract
he has to be healthy.
Situation
I think he's
is.
having another surgery.
You know what? I'll say Cam. I'll say Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, and Mariota probably have a new team and everything.
Yeah, Mariota.
It's gonna be fun. This free agent NFL season.
Yeah.
After the World Series after the Super Bowl and everything.
Another prediction. As much as I hate to say this, Yankees will win the World Series in 2020.
Nope, wrong New York team. Sorry. You're wrong.
I hate to say it, but
I hate for you saying it, actually.
Yeah, well, they left this past decade. They left this decade with what? Not even going to winning the World Series.
True. Or going to the World Series.
Yeah. So no. That's going to end.
True. It's going to end this decade.
Yeah.
And they end in this year. People, New York will win, but it'll be the Mets.
Dodgers versus Yankees. You heard it here first.
Dodgers aren't the Dodgers.
What?
No, the Dodgers. No. No.
What? You say that as if they haven't made the playoffs or haven't made the World Series for the past couple of years.
Yeah, they have, but no.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and Houston will be found guilty this year. And there will be repercussions that we won't even see coming for them.
Yep.
I believe. I think they're going to get hit hard.
Okay.
Hard.
Kawhi will win his third championship with his third different team.
And I picked the Clippers to win.
Okay.
Yeah, so I picked.
Or will LeBron win his third championship with third different teams?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think that team Clippers are too deep, so I think Clippers are going to win. But we'll get to that when we get up there. But what other predictions?
Any other predictions?
Florida State will be back.
Wow.
To somewhat prominence. I think they're going to come back, maybe have a 9-3. I believe we got the right coach. We have the right direction. And I believe we're going to be back to being Florida State in a couple of years. It's going to be baby steps. But next year, I think we have a good winning season. I think we're going to be competitive again.
Okay.
It's going to be hard to beat Clemson because they're way ahead of us right now, but we'll be there.
Sticking in college football, Michigan will beat the Ohio State University this year.
Yeah, that's not going to happen either. Maryland will make the NCAA tournament and not play in the West.
I'm not even sure Maryland's going to make the NCAA tournament.
Leave them alone. They will. They better. Better make it.
Any predictions in music? Any up-and-comers?
Rihanna will release her album that she's been holding from us.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's going to be, of course, a blockbuster.
Okay.
It's going to win all types of awards.
Hopefully, my girl Adele will freaking release an album this year. It's been about 4 years now when we got 25.
I think Justin Bieber will be back.
Yeah, didn't he just release a new video?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think he did.
I haven't really been following him because I never have. But
yeah. Okay.
We'll see. But yeah, that's it. That's all my predictions so far.
Pete Davidson will probably date
for some unknown reason, someone hot that he doesn't need to be with.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. No one's that funny to make up for other stuff. It's really not.
I don't know how he does it, man.
Yeah, no.
Coming to America, will it be a bust or will it?
It's gonna. Well, I'll put it. This is what I'm gonna say. Coming to America will make more money than Bad Boys 5 or whatever it is.
Yes, Bad Boys for life.
I have no interest in seeing Bad Boys for life. No, I really don't.
Same here, dude.
Coming to America, yes. Bad Boys, no.
Okay, so we agree. Coming to America will make more money and be a better movie.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Than
Bad Boys for life. All right.
And we will hear rumors about the next phase of Star Wars, I believe, this year. About the next standalone movie that they're going to have. Because I hear they may be trying to do maybe a prequel to a Rogue One. Or something like that. Something like that, I heard. But we'll see. But I think it's going to be better than Solo, whatever they come up with. But I think whatever it is, it's definitely not going to come out next year. It's going to come out in like a year or two.
You know what? I might be down with that because the prequel to Rogue One should have been what Episode 3 probably should have been. We just talked about this. I wanted to see Darth tearing up stuff all over the freaking...
Darth who?
Darth.
Oh. I thought you were saying a name and then you just like Darth Terran.
I should have said Vader. I should have said Vader.
It was like one word, Darth Terran. I'm like, never heard of Darth Terran.
Oh, man.
But yeah, no, 100% right. But I feel like we need to... I like
take a break.
Take a break.
Yes.
But we also need to have new... The one thing I liked about Rogue One so much is that it wasn't about any of the main characters. It was a Star Wars movie.
It was a heist.
It was a Star Wars movie.
Yep.
It wasn't a Darth. It wasn't a Luke. It wasn't a Skywalker. It wasn't a Palpatine. It wasn't a Jar Jar. It wasn't a Ewok. It was a good... movie.
Yeah.
Period. And that's all they need to do is just make a good. It doesn't need to be related. It just needs to be a good movie. And there's so many different Jedi and Sith that you could have movies about. Bubba, Jango, Mandalorians, just so many different factions that you could make a movie about. You could have a Chewbacca movie. I don't care. There's just so many good things that they could have, that they can make, that I look forward to that. Just no more trilogies and six and tie-ins and stuff. Just have fun. Yep. Just have fun. So I have a feeling we'll know what that is.
Okay. Any other predictions heard?
Yes. The NY the MD podcast will be better and greater and broader in 2020.
You know what? I like that. And on that note, man, I think that's a good way to end off the show, man.
I think so. Because why not talk about what got us here?
Yeah.
Which is the show. So we appreciate everyone who has been following us for this ride, going into our second year and soon to be 100 episode.
Man, we're almost there.
Almost there, homie.
Oh man, we gotta do it up for the 100th, man.
Oh, it's gonna be huge.
Yeah,
it's gonna be huge. But thank you, everybody. Again, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, and Stitcher apps. And please follow us on our social media applications, IG, Facebook, Twitter. We're on YouTube, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we'll see you next week.
Peace out, y'all. Happy New Year.
2020.